Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy FT Wally bringing you the second part of my how I got into competitive Call of Duty. So far we have covered basic Call of Duty 4 TDM, but we haven't gotten into the next part where this is the life of Bad to the Bone 95. When I met Bad to the Bone 95, it was in World at War. So World at War just came out, and me and my team, we just played pubs at that point. I mean, we knew what GB was. We kind of every once in a while played it, and that was what we did. We played pub matches as a full team of 6 playing TDM, and we would go on these crazy win streaks. I was a pub star. All right, that's all I was a pub star, but I'd always loved those GB matches that we had played because it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So whenever I met Bad to the Bone 95 in World at War, he said he was someone famous, and Holiday Doc. He said he was Holiday Doc, who was a pro World at War player who everyone knew, and and so he said he was that, and everyone knew he wasn't. Well, actually, we didn't at first. At first, I was like, oh yeah, really? And so that's how we started talking. We started playing game battles. We played hardcore World at War game battles matches. But because I had my friends still on the Call of Duty 4, we ended up switching back and bringing one of my friends named Awesomeness. Yes, his name was Awesomeness. It was like Awesomeness1498. And so we played. He's still one of my best friends that I've ever had. I don't know if he's on Skype anymore, but he's probably my age now, which is weird because he was a squeaker back when I was like 14. I called him a squeaker. And so we played Call of Duty 4 game battles matches, and we did awful. We didn't play as often as we'd come home and play one. And so that's not when my grinding started. So we'd come home, play one, whatever. We ended up picking up a guy by the name, I don't really remember how I met, Riley, whose name was Oxy, Fluffy Panda, or Megahorn, Megahorn 925000. We all switched our names around a lot, but the main name I had whenever I was playing competitive back then was Plutology. I've had FT Wally. I had Mr. Glockers. I had Nade Proof. T-Hawk was one. DZ something. But I changed my name around a lot because of the different clans that I was on and things like that. Like YXG Backpack was my name for a little bit. I just got the assist on that. We shot those barrels that explode. But anyway, sorry, this isn't about the gameplay. This is about my journey into competitive Call of Duty. So we never won. We always lost more than we won. So we picked up Megahorn 94, 95, something like that. And we ended up changing all of our names. He changed his name to YXG something or other, and I was YXG Backpack, and Bad to the Bone never changed his name, I don't think, but we all played together, and we went like 20-19 and thought we were amazing because we had 20 wins. It was like 20-19 or 20-10 or 20-15. All I know is it wasn't all that great, and we thought amazingly of it. We thought we were the best. We thought we were hot shit, and that we would go out and just win everything, which wasn't the case, obviously, because we were 20-19. And what happened was Ant-Man was like my best friend. He just wasn't very good at the game. We all made fun of him, and whenever he wasn't in the party. But I honestly liked him. He was a really smart guy, really cool. And I honestly was being a dick because I was going along with them because obviously they were older, and I thought they were better than me, which they probably were. And so I was like, Ant-Man came to me and was like, dude, I'm tired of these guys who are making fun of me. Like, you need to kick him off the team. Because Ant-Man was on the team. He never played, but he's on the team. And so I was like, yeah, you're right. I agree. So we ended up kicking him off. And then somehow or other, someone on the team, like Teaspoon, and when I say team, I mean, like, we were all friends who played together. That's what I mean when I say team. Someone from my friends list added him, never kicked him off. So we ended up meeting again, and we ended up playing. And we had played COD 4 GBs that whole time through World at War. Like 2 to 3 years straight we had played COD 4. We made the switch to MW2, but at that point I wasn't playing with Ian and Ian is AE Heretic. I hadn't played with him yet. He later found Oxy. So Oxy and me started playing a lot together. So we played doubles and stuff, and then he ended up meeting a bunch of people like Heretic, and he went off and played his own MW2 thing. He played like MW2, not variant, map gen, which is random maps. So like sabotage, like no, all the game modes, all the maps. So no MLG, anything. So he did that, and they did really well actually. I, on the other hand, played with Bad to the Bones friend, and he was a search and destroy player. His name is Stunproof. So me, Stunproof, and one of Riley's friends by the name of Charles. Charles was a sniper in Call of Duty 4. We played 3v3s, and we also picked up a guy by the name of Slackers. And this was back in the time of game battles where we would win. We played hardcore at that time. We switched around a lot. At first we were hardcore players, and then we didn't do so hot, so we switched back to regular, where I did amazing. I always did really well in regular, and I carried, but I would never carry in hardcore. Simply because hardcore honestly is a lot about connection. If it's the first shot, and so my first shot wouldn't register because I live on the West Coast. I didn't know back then. I thought I was just bad at hardcore. So we had a team, and what we would do is we'd play 10 matches of anything. We'd probably win around 9 of them, 9 or 8, and then we'd lose 2. But what we did back then, which doesn't work now, so do not try this, we kind of cheated the system. I think honestly, like, the people that did what we did are the reason why they switched it to MLG rank, and they switched it to you have to pick your players, is because we'd add people onto these teams that would pay us. Now they wouldn't pay us like they'd pay us Microsoft points, and so they'd just be on the team to get the free XP. But what we would do is we'd win the 8 matches, and the 2 that we lost, we would dispute and then disband the team. We wouldn't get the loss of XP because they don't know who was actually in the match, so no one would get the loss of XP. But you would get all the wins XP, and you wouldn't lose any XP. So it was literally the perfect thing to kind of cheat the system. It's kind of what we did, and that's I honestly sometimes feel bad about that, because that was the reason why the game was broke, to be honest, is you could do stuff like that. And so we played S&D, we played everything. We dabbled in radar, we dabbled in other stuff. And so the thing is with Call of Duty 4, I played 2 years of that, and partially the third year I played a lot of it too with Riley, and then we'd randomly go back and do that. But for the most part of MW2, I never really did anything really big. I just would boost my MLG rank up, or GB rank up. That was the whole thing. And now Black Ops 1 came out. So when Black Ops 1, I get a kill with this, that was insane. When Black Ops 1 came out, I tried playing it. We played it for a little bit. I ended up teaming with what was his name? I met these kids from a clan called HDA, and there was a guy on the clan, Rampage, who was I saw like talent in him, and so we started playing game battles as that team, because I was sick and tired of Stunproof and them, because I love Stunproof, but at the same time he can be a very I don't know the right word. He can be very in your face. He's the kind of guy who'll let you know when you're doing bad and say you need to pick it up, or you're getting kicked off the team. He always made fun of people. Like he was a bully, but at the same time, like, he was just trying to be funny. So I don't really blame much of it on him. You know what I mean? So like before I did, but now I'm like, whatever. It's no big deal. And so he was making fun of me. So I left. And when I left, I started playing with the HDA kids. This video is almost over, but I'm going to do part 3 tomorrow if I can get some gameplay tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to have it done for you tomorrow. But so we're ending off with Black Ops 1, but we're not going to continue on until the next video. So please leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Let me know down below if you would like to keep hearing my story of how I got into competitive Call of Duty. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day. Peace.